Okay. Right, so we start with the leading term, which is the x cubed divided by x is x squared. X squared times x is x cubed, plus 2 times x squared is 2 plus 2x squared. Then we subtract. When we subtract, it's like you're changing the signs, yeah? So this becomes minus. It was plus, it becomes minus. So this is going to become 0. And then minus 4x squared minus 2x squared is minus 6x squared. And then we'll put the minus 7 down, so minus 7x. The leading term now is minus 6x squared. So minus 6x squared divided by x plus 2. Minus 6x squared divided by x is minus 6x. So it's minus 6x, and then you multiply. Minus 6x times x is minus 6x squared, and minus 6x times 2 is minus 12x, and then we subtract. So this becomes, this going to become plus, this going to become plus, so this end up 0. Minus 7x plus 12 is plus 5x. Then we put the 10 down, so plus 10, because it's plus 10. If that was minus 10 in the question, it becomes minus 10. So it's plus 10 here. And then the leading term is 5x. So 5x divided by x is plus 5. Yeah? If that was minus 5x, then when we divide by x plus 2, it's going to be minus 5x divided by x is minus 5. Yeah, it just happened, all the examples here is plus. So I just want to mention to you, if it's minus, then it's going to be minus. Right. So, yeah. Now, 5x divided by x is plus 5. So it's a plus 5. And then 5 times x is 5x plus 10. And then we subtract. Just take away. So when we take away, we change the signs here because it's going to be 5 minus 5 is 0, and 10 minus 10 is 0. So basically here the quotient is x squared minus 6x plus 5, and remainder is 0. Okay. Remainder is 0. So, and also you can write it this way. I'll write it down as, you can write it, this expression equals, yeah, just save the space, x plus 2 times x squared minus 6x plus 5 and plus 0. Well, you don't need, well, plus 0, this is the remainder. Okay? Any question before I move to other page?
No.
No. Okay. Anyone else? No? Fine. So that's the question was here. So x plus 2 times this, the quadratic, plus 0, which is the remainder, because we didn't have any remainder here. These are some questions for you to try, and all the solutions in the slides. So you can work it out. That's really good. You can work it out and you check your work with the slides because the solution is there. I just want to mention here for you on C and F, excuse me, they have for C, for example, 3x cubed plus 4x squared plus 7 divided by 2 plus x. So when you do this, you don't, because they jumped like x cubed plus x squared and jumped to the plus 7. They missed the x. So you need to write it down as, I'll show you in the slide as well. You really need to write it down as a 3x cubed plus 4x squared plus 0x. Yeah, you put the x, just keep this a place for it. because when you will multiply, you will need it. I'll show you. Plus the 7, and then you divide by x plus 2, right? Let's go to C. So these are the solutions. So this is the C. So 3x cubed plus 4x squared plus 0x plus 7. You need to save the place for it. Just put 0x. And divide by x plus 2. It was 2 plus x, so just make it x plus 2. And then you just divide normally. Okay? And same thing with the f. It was 3x cubed plus 16x squared plus 72. So you need to put this plus 0x, and then you divide by x plus 6, and you carry on. So here are the quotients. They wrote it down. The remainder is 0, so we can just write a remainder equals 0. So in the exam, maybe you will be asked to find the quotient and the remainder. So you need to work out all your division, and then at the end say quotient equals this and remainder equals this, or you can write it down in the other format, like for example, this one for f, you can write it as x plus 6 times 3x squared minus 2x plus 12 plus 0. This is the remainder, this is the quotient, and this is the number we divided by. And that, of course, equals the original thing. Okay, any questions so far? Right. We don't need to, you don't need to worry about this applications. What we need to know, yeah, for your information here, like sometimes if you divide two polynomials by, they have the same order, like power, so this is x squared and this is x squared, you will still have a quotient and remainder, but I'll show you in the example here. So we have x squared plus 3x plus 5 divided by x squared plus x plus 2. So basically, this is the leading term. X squared divided by this leading here, x squared, is 1. 1 times x squared is x squared, plus 1 times x is x, plus 1 times 2 is 2. You subtract, this is going to become 0, and this going to be 3x minus x is 2x, and 5 minus 2 is plus 3. So now I have 2x plus 3, which is the power of x is less than the power of x squared. So we can't continue. So in this case, we will say the quotient equals 1, and the remainder equals 2x plus 3. Okay? So that's, they solve it here. The quotient is 1, and remainder is 2x plus 3. These are questions for you to try, and the answers are there as well, the solution. As I said, you can practice and you check your work from this. You have this, it's nice as well. Try this, try this. Well, if you try them all, that's great. If not, at least do these ones. Okay? And something of these, A, B, C, D, one of them. Right. These are the solutions for them, and that's it for the polynomial division. Another thing I want to mention, which is, I gave you a question about the vectors. Is everyone okay with it? You know, the question was page 132, I think, 132. The one with the, right, just a minute, oops. This question. I ask you to do this question, the regular hexagon. Is everyone okay with this? It's a regular hexagon and you have the center O and this. Do you have lesson tomorrow? No, actually, no, you don't. We will have some lesson next week, yes? So this is O, this is E, this is D, this direction, and that was C, D, E, F, G, H. You okay? Mute your... Okay, I'm muted. Right? So for this question, that was page 132. They give you this shape and the vectors from O to E is E and O to D is D. And these are the direction. And they ask you to find HE. So to do HE, it's basically from here going to there. Okay, so as you can see, it's the same direction of OE, and because it's a regular and the O is the center, that means this part here is E as well. So HE is going to be 2E. Okay with this? Hopefully. The next one is DG. DG, the vector DG. So that's from D to G. So that's from here to G. So as you can see, DG, it's like passing through DO. So that means opposite direction to OD. So it's going to be minus D. So this direction is minus D from D to O. Then from O to D is another minus D. So this is going to be minus 2D. Okay? And EG. Next one is EG. Sorry, it's ED. 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 Okay, ED. Right, ED, it's like going this way. So it's from E to D, yeah, and this way. We don't know the length, the one I just marked. So we have to take another route. So basically what we will do, we will take E to O, which is going to be minus E, yeah? So it's like EO plus OD. Yeah, so ED is EO plus OD. And EO is going to be opposite direction to the lower E. So it's going to be minus E plus D, because from O to D is positive, it's D. So therefore, the answer is minus E plus D, or if you want to write it down as D minus E. Okay, the next one is CE. Right, CE, where are you, CE? Wow, okay, CE here, I'll just use a highlighter in this case. CE is this, from C to E, okay? I don't have this length, this diagonal thing. So I need to go through the roots, which I know, the length, which I know. Because this is a regular hexagon, yeah? That means all the sides are the same. Like CD is same as DE, same as EF, etc., etc. And CD is parallel to OE, and CD is the same size of OE. So CD here basically in this direction is E. So CE, the one we want, is CD plus, then we will move from D to O, and then from O to E. Okay, so it's basically this, and then it's like a Z letter, and there, and then reaching E, right? So, as I said, CD is E, and DO, it's opposite OD. So it's going to be minus D, it goes going downwards. So it's minus D. So minus D. And then plus OE is the same direction as OE, which is a plus E. So this is going to be 2E minus D. And that's it for this one. And the last one, which color would you like? Orange? You don't answer, guys, I know you. Okay, DF. Right, for DF, where is DF? DF, D and F. It's this one here. Okay, DF here. So for DF, again, we need to use the roots we know. We can't just take this line. So basically, we can do DE plus EF. Yeah, we can do DE plus EF. We already found ED, so DE is going to be opposite. Or if you want to go DO plus OE plus EF. So DF equals, oops, it's gone. I can't go back to it. It's gone. Okay, no problem. I'll just do the last bit. So DF, it's a shame. Don't worry, I have a picture for it. I did it with the other class, so I'll send you that picture. So DF is DE plus EF. And therefore, DE was opposite to ED. So we did ED earlier. So there's going to be minus D plus E, minus D plus E. And the EF is going to be minus D because it's parallel to OD and it just opposite direction. So OD, the length of OD, which has been given in the question, is D. So it's going to be minus D just because it's opposite direction. So minus D, and therefore this is going to be E minus 2D, and that's it. And that's finished. Okay. Right.